In many African communities, life was deeply rooted in tradition, harmony with nature, and a strong sense of community. Villages were often built around the central role of the extended family, where everyone, young and old, had a role to play in maintaining the balance of daily life. The day began with the first light of dawn, as the sun's golden rays stretched across the earth, awakening both people and animals. Children, eager and full of energy, would greet the morning with joy. They would gather around the elders for stories, lessons, and songs passed down through generations. These stories were not just entertainment, but a vital way to teach lessons about life, values, and history. Families lived in compounds made up of several round huts, each one a home for a different part of the family: parents, children, and sometimes even extended relatives. The central area, a communal space, was often used for gatherings, cooking, and socializing. The village was not just a collection of homes, it was a living organism. Every family had its own role to play, and every member contributed to the overall well-being of the community. The village was surrounded by nature: rolling fields, dense forests, and rivers that provided both food and life. Men typically ventured into the forests or fields, cultivating crops or hunting for food, while the women worked together to tend the homes and care for the children. Agriculture was at the heart of many communities. Crops such as millet, maize, yams, and cassava were cultivated. There were also fruit-bearing trees and gardens that the women maintained. The planting seasons were marked by rituals, prayers to ancestors, and ceremonies for a good harvest. On market days, which were held at intervals, the entire village would come together. Here, people exchanged their crops, handmade crafts, and livestock. The market wasn't just about trading goods. It was a place for social interaction, where news was shared, relationships were nurtured, and marriages sometimes even began. Elders would sit nearby, observing the bustle, imparting wisdom to the younger generation, who eagerly listened and learned. A sense of shared responsibility ran through every aspect of life. People helped each other build homes, celebrate rites of passage, and perform ceremonies. For instance, when a child was born, it was a communal event. The entire village would come together to celebrate, offer support, and help with the child rearing. The same was true when someone passed away. Mourning rituals were not isolated but shared by the entire community, with music, dancing, and communal prayers. A spirituality was woven into the very fabric of daily life. Most African communities held deep respect for the land, animals, and ancestors. Each village had its own spiritual leader or healer, often an elder with knowledge of herbal medicine, rituals, and the ways of the ancestors. Their guidance was sought for both personal and communal matters. They would bless homes, crops, and marriages, ensuring that peace and prosperity were maintained. Children were taught from an early age about respect for elders, community cooperation, and the importance of understanding the natural world around them. They learned practical skills: how to grow crops, care for animals, prepare food, and weave baskets or craft tools. These skills weren't just practical, they were ways to connect to the land and their heritage.